Friends or Enemies by Cindy, Alyssa, and Ocean. Chapter 17.
So, Dee, I see you're done. How is Queen Galhilda?
She is resting comfortably, but she'll need to take it easy for a while. The information she gave me about her assailant is troubling, however. A tall man in a black cape and helmet with a mask, and with him were a doll that also had a weapon, and a troll or dwarf with very large pointy ears dressed in a robe similar to that of a monk. According to my database, I have some horrifying suspicions about their identity. She said the man threatened Carmen Winstead, along with a female hostage who hasn't been seen on this ship before.
A hostage? I didn't see anyone else among that group. I'm sure we only detained Darth Vader and that baby Yoda along with the Luke Skywalker doll. But horrifying is a good description. Star Wars has intruded again.
Also infested and infected. At least none other than Queens Gahilda and Lillian are at risk for getting the Star Wars sickness this time, but I'll have to immunize them.
Me too, please. I am not sick, but I have been exposed.
Captain Flint looked startled in the direction from where the voice came.
Are you all right otherwise? If Vader held you hostage, how did you manage to escape before we found them hiding in that room?
That's because no one has seen me before now. Vader and his gang have always been unaware of my presence since I came into being because of a careless utterance by his hostage. She is no innocent in all of this, but I could not sit by and let Darth Vader kill her. I sent her back home using the Vortex's stop command. My name is Leslie Spico. I arrived here along with former Captain Miranda Pinsley and her Star Wars complicits. I assure you I am not working for them. Vader came here to rescue someone called Lady Un, and he decided to get Miranda and bring her here. They plan to take this ship over and kill your other acting captains here directly, or see them perish somehow. I'm here to stop them.
That is a nice speech, but can you back it up?
Once Leslie Spico materialized, it did not take Icely long to sniff her out, and she was as wary as Captain Flint and Robot Death, and she was not afraid to express this.
And you must be Icely, Captain Ocean's Furby.
Icely's eyes narrowed. Leslie continued.
I have seen you before when checking on her. I also know Cindy and Alyssa. They have pet dogs, and Ocean has a rabbit. I come and go similarly to the way your co-captains do from the Vortex and home again. I would like to explain more to all of you if you will grant me the time and a chance.
You are correct about my friends, but do they know you? I haven't heard or seen you with Ocean, or even with Jessica Smith for that matter.
I have kept myself hidden. I materialize and unmaterialize at will, and come and go frequently from one place to another. It's part of being an accidental proper name Spico. I teleport by internet connection and atmosphere. I could sense something terribly wrong about the one who spoke me into existence. My gut feelings were confirmed when I drifted on the atmosphere and internet to see Ocean and Cindy and Alyssa for myself. But I did not want to alarm them. I have never revealed myself to Miss Pinsley either. I thought about it because she does need a good fright into reality, but you all have the right to know me first?
Okay, I'll get everyone assembled, and you can tell us all about it. Robot Death, do you need to stay close to Queen Galhilda, or would you like to join us?
I will stay to watch over Queen Galhilda and catch up on the ship log once it is generated. Vader has already tried to kill her once, and I shouldn't be too far away if another threat comes barging through here.
Oh, hello there, Leslie. It's good to see you again.
You two know each other?
Leslie nodded, and Queen Lillian smiled at her.
I'm here to help. I hear the Vortex is going away at the end of this month. But that's not the only reason I'm here. Darth Vader showed up with the intent not only to rescue Lady Un, who he is now threatening as well. He also had a hostage whom I sent home just as he was about to kill her. She is also complicit in his scheme.
I am not surprised. So what should we do with these enemies? Give them a reckoning, or just incarcerate them? Separately, of course.
I can deal with Lady Un. I can have her out of here fast enough to make her head spin. She's a nuisance, and we don't need the risk of Vader having anything else to do with her. Also, I think we need to play the log of that room the Star Wars gang landed in.
And I vote for confronting the Star Wars monsters. I have something to say to that Vader freak.
You go, Carmen. I'll take a front row seat.
All right then. Pippi, Lady Un is all yours. Please report to me when you come back from ejecting her. Carmen, you have a good point. I think whoever wants to confront those Star Wars creeps has the right to, and if his attempted murder of Pinsley and Galhilda and his threats against you and Lady Yun are logged, Vader is headed for deep trouble.
Oh no, not you again.
Oh yes, me again. You were expecting Darth Vader?
If I had my slapper here or anything else that inflicts pain, I would use it on you, Pippi.
But you don't, you ungrateful little tyrant. You should be glad it is me and not Vader. He has already threatened to kill you.
What?
Oh yes, he's in trouble and he blames you for entrapping him. So I'm getting you out of here personally. Now come with me.
When Pippi returned, she brought a friend from Mission HQ.
Lady Yun has been taken to our mission headquarters on Earth where she will be dealt with. And this is Iris Munn, a good friend and also works at Mission HQ.
Hello, I know some of you, and I would like to help any way I can.
More introductions were made and the agenda got underway. It started with Leslie Spico explaining who and what she was and why she was here.
I'm Leslie. I am a Spico. I came into being when a phone typed out a misheard dictation. The word was supposed to be endlessly. Instead, it typed out, "and Leslie."
The great former Captain Miranda Pinsley, right?
Leslie nodded at Elizabeth, taking a moment to smile at her before continuing.
Yes, little one. The first lie went like this, quote, "For the next 6 months I endured unspeakable psychological torture, sobbing, and Leslie almost every night."
This was met with scowls of recognition for the malicious text.
If anything, we were the ones being put through psychological torture. I was grieving for my granny. Ocean just lost her mom and she was not okay. She was shattered. Alyssa's uncle had just passed and Miranda blew her off. Miranda kept demanding our attention and wanting us to play Star Wars, and we weren't into it. She also insulted us so much with her stinking, condescending, dismissive behavior that we didn't want anything to do with her. She wouldn't leave us alone or give us time to get over being upset with her either. She just expected us to forget our loved ones and sweep everything she did to us under the rug and move on as if nothing happened. How dare her accuse us of unspeakable psychological torture?
Yes, Cindy. I witnessed you girls sobbing at times when I secretly checked on you. I wanted to comfort you, but you didn't know I was there, and I didn't want to risk frightening you. But I know how heartbroken you three really were. Miranda's tears, if they can be called that, weren't every night, only when she couldn't reach you whenever she wanted, to get her own way. As for that claim of nearly being hospitalized, quote, "I was high on adrenaline and was almost nearly sick to the point where I had to almost go in the hospital." Quote, not true. She was high on her own pride and in no way qualified for hospitalization. She couldn't control you girls anymore, and that's what she couldn't handle.
She was always high on something, always chasing that dopamine hit, then going full angry drama queen whenever things got too peaceful and boring for her, almost going into hospital my foot. Leslie, she coerced Ocean to stick with her and give her so much of her undivided attention. Not technically blackmail since she didn't have anything on Ocean, but it was as close as it can get.
Oh yeah, telling me that an ex-friend of hers caused her to attempt to off herself. I wondered what the heck I'd got myself into with that girl when she told me that. But I also knew I was supposed to be way more available than I wanted to her at all times. But after a couple of years of this, I started setting boundaries that should have been set from the get-go. And if I'm such a control freak, why was she the one calling me all the time? I wasn't the wolf in sheep's clothing, Miranda was.
Leslie nodded emphatically at Ocean, then continued debunking Miranda's lying texts that had been sent to someone who used to know Cindy.
She lied horribly about you in those text messages, claiming you wouldn't allow this or that. The truth is, you didn't want her talking about you to a bunch of people you didn't know, or those who would make trouble. She made you sound like control freaks when she is the control freak, and she also spoke this lie. Quote, "I'm texting this because I'm trying to rest my voice." Quote, no, she was speaking out the dictation. The fact I'm here at all because of the Spico proves it.
Wanna bet she dictated the texts because she didn't want her lies coming back to bite her in the butt with her own voice.
Bingo. She sent a bunch of voice messages. then must have got cold feet and went to text after getting told off by the person she sent them to.
Leslie smiled at Captain Flint and Ikelee, then looked at Ocean, Cindy, and Alyssa.
She kept trying to make you change, to like what she likes. It was you who needed to escape from her clutches so you could heal from your own situations. It was your right to get Star Wars out of your own lives. And she twisted that boundary into a crazy lie about you forcing her to give up Star Wars. Then she went on praising herself and Star Wars with the zeal of a street-preaching fundy fanatic. You were not forcing her to give up Star Wars. She was forcing Star Wars on you even after you three cut the bond with her. She played the victim who got away from you in those malicious texts she spoke into her phone. She said something else, where the dictation ratted her out beautifully. Quote, "You mess with the tiger. You get the teeth and the claws." Quote.
There was a collective reaction of displeasure, groans, sighs, and rolling eyes from various beings present. Leslie continued.
The phone spelled out the wrong clause. C-L-A-U-S-E. Anyone from grade 2 onward knows that an animal's claws are spelled C-L-A-W-S.
Captain Flint snorted in indignation. Several others laughed silently at the absurdity. Ikelee hissed and shook her tail in annoyance. Leslie continued.
I was there. I heard her self-glorification. I saw her smug expression as she spoke into her phone, thinking she'd got one over on the recipient. There was something unsettling and sadistic about her. I just knew she was not the victim and hero all in one she makes herself out to be.
Yes, that goes hand in hand with arrogance and pride. Miranda has it all in spades.
All of you Furbies were right to dislike her.
Leslie smiled at Ikelee and Jessica Marley, then looked around at Captain Flint, Cindy, Alyssa, and Ocean to finish her explanation.
Alyssa, Ocean, and Cindy, none of you are the villains. Those people who bully you for her are, and she is the mastermind behind it all.
What a piece of work. If she was ever to return, I would not allow her to be promoted back as captain. Well, I'm going to review the log from the area where they landed. Anyone else care to join me?
Yes, I'd like to find out what happened before I discovered them in there.
Definitely.
Ooh, no, I'll pass.
I'm with Mary on this one. No, sitting through that would make me sick, or violently sick.
Same here. Yuck. I'm going with Ocean and Mary on this one.
I will. I want to know what they said or did before we found them.
I'm joining Cindy.
Yes, those factory rejects will be in for it, trust me.
Count me in as well.
I'm in.
I'm joining you and the others, Cap.
I am also coming with you.
I'll stick with Ocean, Alyssa, and Mary and sit this one out too.
Well, I'd rather not, but it's better to be well informed.
Since I've already witnessed it, I'll just hang out with Alyssa and Ocean and Mary.
All right, we have one robot coming, one who can't, because she's looking after Queen Galhilda. Pippi's coming. Iris is also coming. One meme girl who's joining, that's you, Carmen. Another staying, that is you, Mary. One Jessica coming. The other Jessica sitting this out. One Queen coming. The other can't. One person mistreated by the former captain joining, the other two staying, and Tina's not quite decided.
I have decided. I'm coming.
Don't forget about us.
Captain Flint startled slightly and smiled a little too sweetly at Ikelee.
And both Furbies coming.
Ikelee reacted by narrowing her eyes and wagging her tail furiously for a moment. Acknowledging the apparent offense, Captain Flint lowered her head slightly, then continued.
How about everyone else try to get some rest? It's still the middle of the night, and we really can't do anything else until Queen Galhilda's recovered enough to transport out of here and out of danger.
Ikelee's expression softened, then she smiled at Captain Flint. So everyone split up in two groups and went on their way, either to the latest log or to rest.